the tape for this bantamweight scrap. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Davison Figeredo! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Umar Nurmagomedov!
You ready to fight? You ready?
Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the fight capital of the world with respect to anywhere else you want to go. If I'm a fighter, if I'm an athlete in combat sports, this is where I want to compete.
You want to fight in Vegas, and now this beautiful T-Mobile Arena is the backdrop for tonight's great UFC event.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
As the fight goes on, you'll see Figeredo pick it up a little bit as he starts to feel more comfortable. Try to get the big shots off. Everything he throws with absolute power. From his punches to his kicks, just power in everything he does.
Frantic pace early on to this one. Oh, he's in a world of trouble now.
Nice levitate.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Umar Nurmagomedov getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out.
That was a slick transition.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get up.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Elbows up for me, come on, keep that guard up.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts. Oh.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC.
Need some work, guys.
Nice transition. You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now. Really
doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Overhand lands. Oh, perfect head kick there. 30 seconds now to go in round one.
He lands a big knee to the body.
All right, looks as though...
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. Oh, man, that was slick.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Figueiredo. First round winding down here.
Oh, nice elbow.
Round two straight ahead.
All right, take a deep breath, respira bem fundo. Sim, olha, não fique lá em pé, ok? Que ele tá atacando muito o seu corpo, ok? You have to move.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes, volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting for us to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
So he continues to work well here in the clinch, and he continues to invest in the body. A lot of hook shots landing flush, DC.
He's doing a good job of throwing those hooks, wrapping around the guard to get those body shots to land. Opponent knows they're coming, so instead of coming up the middle, he's wrapping around with those big hook shots.
Nurmagomedov's eye appears to be closing up by the second. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Figueiredo's in half guard now.
Oh, right into mount.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere, and he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Figueiredo's back in full mount. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Fight.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad. Ooh, big shot lands.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Nice elbow lands on the inside. Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two.
Oh!
So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his, double leg lands. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. And now he's got the back.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage, might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Back to the jab now, no good. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Figueiredo's, oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you. Oh, nice.
Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
Armbar.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Seconds winding down in round 2. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Figueiredo. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high. He got a chance, he took it, he landed that kick and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that again.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go. Third and final round. Strong kick there.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Go after the cut. End this fight. End it.
Figueiredo gets caught by that straight punch there.
Real quick leg kick.
Lands a big elbow there. Oh, big knee!
He's got to try to finish here. He got hurt again.
Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long? Kick to the body now. That one won't land. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Umar Nurmagomedov gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Figueiredo's of clear intention here, continuing to strike right at the swollen eye of the opponent. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow.
Oh, he got him again. And landing that right hander back.
Back to his feet. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov.
Getting him out here.
Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position. The swelling is starting to show. He has been beaten up from the top. He has got to move.
That's it. Keep going like that. Continua.
Nurmagomedov's trying for a submission here.
Arms in deep.
Oh, belly down arm bar.
And now he turns and puts his weight over the top of the arm.
Oh, he got out.
He actually defended. Now, he's not in a great position now, but he's better off than he was before.
Nurmagomedov's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. So I'm gonna hit you and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights. And the blood, the injuries only add to the intrigue. It only adds to who's gonna continue down the path and get the hand raised. Both of these guys are so tough. They really have laid it on the line.
All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Here we go inside the octagon for the official decision to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes of round number 3, declaring the winner by knockout, Umar Nurmagomedov.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people